Hey guys, my name is Akshy, welcome to TechnoAkshy, and today in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy A8, which is a mid-range phone from Samsung. It's been a few months since it's launched, and here I have the Samsung Galaxy A8, which is my friend's phone. So I'll tell you some specs about it and some key features, and let's get started. So I'll start off with the phone overview. So here you can see this is the Samsung Galaxy A8, which is a mid-range phone by Samsung. And I'll start off with the specification. So the key feature of this phone is that it's got dual front cameras, like you can see. Dual front cameras, 8 megapixel sensors, so you get a great bokeh effect while you're using them, as well as 16 megapixel rear camera with flash. So the cameras are overall pretty good. It's got a Exynos 860, I think, processor, which is a really good processor by Samsung, a great mid-range processor. It's got 4 gigs of RAM, which is pretty decent, as well as a Super AMOLED screen by Samsung. Like usual, Samsung screens are really good. And I've been using this phone for the past few days, and some really nice features I like about the phone is the UI. It comes up with a Samsung custom UI, which is really good, as well as a great camera. I'll show you some camera samples, like you can see, and overall it's a really nice phone. The gaming on this phone is pretty good. So here I'm playing SUP over here. That's the name of the game. It's a racing game, and like you can see, there's no lag. And overall the screen quality is great, so the gaming experience is overall very good as well. So here I'm playing SUP, and I'm having no problems while playing this game as such. There's no lag or there's no glitching. In major games you may experience some lag, such as like Asphalt 8 or games like PUBG and stuff, but in normal day-to-day gaming, this phone performs really well because of the 4 gigabytes of RAM, as well as the the processor that's inside the phone. So now coming on to the battery, which is a really important aspect of any smartphone, because we use our smartphones daily for most of the time these days. So you can get about 8 hours of on-screen time with this phone, as well as 4 hours of gaming, which is really good. High-performance games like PUBG and Asphalt 8 and stuff, you can easily get about 4 hours and 8 hours of on-screen time, so that's really good as well. And overall, I don't have any problems with the battery life. Because 8 hours, and if you're watching YouTube and stuff, you know, 7.5 to 8 hours of battery, you should easily be able to get out. Now, if you go onto the camera is a 16 megapixel rear camera. So the camera is really, really good, like you can see, and it's also got dual front camera, which allows you to have great portrait mode shots with a great bokeh effect. So overall, the front camera on this phone is a lot better than the rear camera, and I do think that the rear camera could be slightly better, and if Samsung could have given a dual rear camera, then it would have been really good, because dual selfie cameras is great, but mostly people use rear cameras. But overall it's quite unique, because the front camera has two 16 megapixel sensors from the front. It's a lot better than the rear camera. Alright, so this Samsung Galaxy A8 is also up to 1.5 meters water resistant with IP68 certification, so which means if you put this up, if you accidentally drop it into a swimming pool with 1.5 meters of water, or do a water test on it, it should easily survive, so which is a really good feature, like with most Samsung phones we see. So right now I'll just put it into a pot of water, and like you can see, nothing's really happening to the phone. It's completely fine, and even when it comes out, it is fine. But one thing that I did notice is that once you bring it out of water, do play music with high volume, and do test the speakers out, because after you take it out of the water, there will be water in the speakers and the music won't sound really good, so you will need to just play music for a while so that the speakers can get back to how they were before and the water can come out. So now I'm going to talk about the design of the phone, and like you can see, it's an all glass build. It's glass from the back with an aluminum frame, So the phone looks really, really nice and a really high quality, very similar to the Galaxy Note 8 and the S9 and the Note 9. So it looks just like a flagship phone. Samsung hasn't used any cheap materials like plastic or, in their J series phones. So it's all glass. So the design is really nice. You've got the USB-C port in the bottom, so fast charging, just like most phones. You've still got the headphone jack, like most Samsung phones, and you've got a speaker port over here and a speaker over here. You've got a SIM card slot over here, so you can get a SIM card in there as well as a micro SD card, and you can also have another SIM over here on the side as it's a dual SIM variant. So that's really good. So that was it, guys, for this review of the Samsung Galaxy A8. It's a really nice phone. It's a great mid-ranger if you're looking for a mid-range phone from the price range of about $300 to $350. Great competition with other phones in the market like the Honor 9i and the OnePlus if you don't like the OnePlus phones. But overall, it's a great phone. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your thoughts are about this phone, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also do follow me on social media, Instagram and Facebook, links provided in the description below. And I'll see you in my next one.